And hello, everybody! Welcome to the Gaming Zone. I'm your host, Chriz, aka The Mole, coming to you live from YouTube's Gaming or from Google Hangouts here on the Gaming Zone, your one-stop shop for all games and memorabilia. Oh wait, no, that's another site's motto. But joining me on the Gaming Zone for this particular review and journey through the bazaar is Richter Hammer.
Hello.
And someone who is a trip down the bazaar, Anastasia Lazerbeam.
I do not take offense to that.
And yeah, we're here to review J-Star's Victory Verse Plus on PS4. Say PS4, this might be the same as the Vita or PS3 versions. We only played at least I think all of us did, we only played the PS4 versions. So that's all we can judge.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, just to take that into consideration. But yeah, I'm going to mention it first of all because I know some people didn't like these in general, but I actually like the graphics.
I like the graphics, yeah. Graphics are good.
Yeah, they're pretty good. They are faithful to the medium, I would say.
Yeah. Because I've heard people complain about the graphics, saying it was crap graphics for a next-gen game, and it looks terrible. But it was a remastered from a Vita game. It's not gonna look like a game made right now for the PS4, but it also doesn't look as terrible as some other games that were actually made for the PS4.
And also, in the cutscenes and stuff, they go back to the art style that the anime was originally in. So. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah, in the J Adventure mode. Which, for those wondering, J Adventure mode is you start off as Luffy, Naruto, Ichigo, and
Toriko.
Thank you, I keep forgetting his name. Toriko. And
I only remember it because I'm apparently decent with him.
Yeah, but yeah, you get to pick one of them, and you get to sail on a ship around this J world, and you get to meet up with characters from various animes, upgrade your ship, and just do a whole bunch of stuff there, like side quests and stuff like that. It's pretty wonderful. Like your ship upgrades to be able to fire cannons, and it upgrades to be able to hover, which is where Pew's at. Then it upgrades to actually flying. It's over mountains and up beanstalks, and it's wonderful.
In my book, it's still technically flying. I mean, it's in the air and no longer requires the water to move. It's what? It's flying.
It's hovering.
Whatever.
I don't know.
Still not sailing using the water.
It's sailing the air. It's parasailing.
That's not how that works.
But yeah, like a J Adventure, you get to see all the combinations and all the characters bounce off each other. From what I played with this, because I completed Ichigo's, I really loved this mode. I really did. You could play multiplayer, for those wondering. You could play local multiplayer. And I just loved the idea of when you go through them, when you start to get the cards to upgrade your characters with the abilities, and then see how your character does. And it feels like it doesn't. As we've mentioned in other games, it feels, at least to me, that the J Adventure mode didn't spike in difficulty. It got progressively harder as it went on, if that makes sense, in a natural way. So when it was harder, it was actually not that hard, because at this point you're actually used to it enough that you've learned enough to adapt to the situation. But I don't know what everyone else's experience is with a J Adventure mode and the difficulty and stuff.
Yeah, I'd say that's fair. You do steadily upgrade, and it takes a bit to get the cards, but those really help.
They really do that. I got a whole bunch of ones that are plus health, or whatever.
See,
and some of them some of them match or have a shiny thing that goes on and goes jing, because the one with Luffy on it and two other ones, they did a shiny thing, and now all the negative things on them don't even count.
Yeah, those are nice. They seem so random, because I had one that was Goku, Vegeta, and like that stupid girl that rides on the dog from Gintama, and I'm like, what? Like, I don't know what those have to do with each other.
Oh, I thought maybe all those were in the same show or something. I didn't know. But I guess it's not that.
No, it's some random combo which they may have something in common that I haven't thought of.
Yeah.
Because but yeah, it did seem a little randomish. Like I had Goku, Ichigo, and the one Richter plays as.
Toriko?
Yeah, I had him. I think it was those three, and it said Sat. No, I replaced Toriko with one of the samurai-looking characters, and it said Sat, and I'm like, I don't get why this is a Sat.
Yeah.
I can understand Ichigo and him use swords, cool, but I don't understand anything else. But it's like I don't get how these three are set, but okay, fair enough. But yeah, with my cards, I've mainly upped my attack. It may have lowered my health slightly or something, but I'm okay with that because I'm like pure damage on this,
That's cool.
which does come in handy.
Mm-hmm.
But there's also what's that other mode called underneath it? J Battle something, where you work through fights like Penguin Village fights and stuff.
Oh, yeah, what is that called? I don't remember.
don't
Yeah, I
know.
remember what you're talking about. Where there's like a few couple fights and there's like bonus objectives.
Yeah, and you can go back through
Yeah.
to go to the other path.
Yeah. What was that called?
It's something like J Fight or J Battle.
Yeah.
It's something like that. I should have remembered what that was called. But there's a mode like that, and it's pretty fun. And basically, you pick any team you want with this one, and you just go through it, and you can change your team over the course of gameplay, so you're not stuck with the same team. But like, yeah, you go through, and it's like really easy. It's like 1 star, and it's 2 stars, and so forth. And it's like that's pretty easy. I like that. I like that mode. I haven't done as much in that mode as I did in J Adventure, because Adventure was just funny with all the like dialogue and all the stuff going on. But this mode was pretty fun. The other mode's Adventure mode, which is, in my opinion, Adventure mode's kind of fun. I don't know if anyone else here likes Adventure mode, but
I like adventure mode. It's fun. I like
no,
the
sorry,
dialogue.
not Adventure, Arcade mode.
Oh, I haven't played that one yet.
I like Arcade mode. I will admit, not everyone will, because it's really difficult compared to Adventure or the other one. Like,
Yeah.
I don't even think there's a 1 star arcade.
No, there
mode.
isn't.
This is their new thing.
Yeah, the
And
lowest was like 10 stars out of 20 because I just wanted to try. I wanted to, try out a new character, and you can't. When you buy him, you can't do that in J Adventure. And I was like, oh, okay, arcade mode, and I'm like, why the hell does it start on this many stars?
Yep. Which I was like, that's weird. But I've done like a few fights in that. I haven't completed one of the arcades yet, but I was like, I actually liked it because it was like, this is challenging as hell. It makes me like really enjoy the game. Like people know, I like fighting games, and one of the things I like on that is when you have a really close fight or you get your ass kicked in a way that makes me go, okay, that was pretty good. This person's really good. I want to get to that level, if that makes sense. And I always enjoy that in fighting games. But the other one is Free Fight, which I assume everyone here has done Free Fight.
Yeah.
Free Fight, I will warn you, you should probably go to J Adventure before you do Free Fight.
Definitely.
Because I did Free Fight first, and I spent most of it being like, I wish this game had a tutorial mode.
Mhm.
I don't know what to do. Okay, oh cool, how did I do this? How did I do this? And as I'm doing J Adventure mode, the first beginning of, I believe, everyone's Adventure mode, it's a tutorial teaching you the basics of combat.
Yeah.
Wah, wah, wah.
But
I would
The
say
mo-
even more so than that, the game really needs a training mode so you can try a character and see their special moves and see how much stamina it takes, and you're like, oh, okay, so because when I unlocked the new one, I was like, oh, I want to try this character, but I want to try them like versus an AI. I want to like see what their moves are before I jump in to try and fight someone. I don't really want trial by fire. I'd rather try to see what they can do without the pressure of they're going to start smacking you around while you're trying to figure out what they do.
Free fight?
Yeah, but you can't turn off the computer.
No, but you can put it all the way down to 1 star,
Yeah, but
which...
they still will hit you. Like, I want just a training mode.
Fair
so
enough.
I can just,
They don't
mess around with the character to see how they operate and then be like, oh, okay, and like maybe, try to work out combos and stuff
I could see
instead
that.
of just doing it on the fly.
Like the training mode in Smash.
Yes.
Yeah, like I said, I could see that. Yeah, when I go to try them, I just like putting it onto like 1 star to see what the hell they do. But I can also understand the purpose of the training mode too. Like even stuff like Mortal Kombat and stuff has some sort of practice mode.
Yeah, most fighting games do.
Yeah, so it's like I could totally see the purpose behind that. But yeah, the main gameplay of this is, I don't know how to describe it, but because it's not really Smash Brothers, but
No, it's not.
it's very different. But it's like a, and I don't know what you'd call it. Like it's more like a Budokai Tenkaichi-ish game, but with actual depth to it.
I don't know what that means, but I like how there's an environment for me to crash into.
Okay, I don't know what you'd call the Budokai Tenkaichi games, but more like a melee type fighting game where I don't mean like Smash Brothers melee, I just mean that genre thing where it's like the camera's behind you, you're brawling, and you're doing all that, but it's not like Street Fighter where you have to remember combos for each moves and stuff. It's normally like left and circles. It's simplified, but there's also depth to it. Like Ichigo, for example, has like that combo where you can knock him into the air and you go and you can eat through their health. And he's got various stuff like powering up and putting on his hollow mask. But you only have your hollow mask for a certain amount of time. So once you've got that, you don't want to keep doing your stamina because otherwise your hollow mask wears off and it's pointless now. So when you've got that, there's like some sort of depth to it, and also like his ultimate move when you do it and with the R3 button, if you miss, you kill yourself. So you kind of want to think, how should I use this move? And I kind of like that, you know what I mean? Like I like fighting games where on the surface this seems really easy, but I feel like the more you put into it, the deeper it is.
I'd agree with that.
Yeah.
Like when it comes to fighting games, like people know I love Street Fighters. I love the Mortal Kombat and stuff too. I also enjoy Smash Brothers. I don't like the Budokai Tenkaichi games because that was basically charge up 1 button, press it again, instant win. And it's like it just keeps repeating. The opponent can't do anything. With this, there's depth, like stamina breaking, learning various stuff of like how to use that character. And while they all on the surface play similar, there is a noticeable difference between playing as Vegeta and playing as, like I mentioned, Ichigo. Because like Ichigo, you really want to get up close, but with Vegeta, you want to sort of stay back to do his quick energy blast moves and stuff and all the energy ones he does. So it's like, you know what I mean? It's like an enjoyable experience of learning how to use this character or which way this character works best for me, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
But what do you guys like about the main fight and the actual gameplay fight mode? I don't mean fight mode, you know what I mean? The actual gameplay of the fights.
It's fairly quick and actiony. So, like you go and you hit buttons, things respond. So you're always like doing stuff. And I think the super moves are amazingly over the top. I do like those. Especially for no reason, Jin Tama's, where he plays credits while he's doing. I don't even know what he does. I was just laughing so hard that it had credits during it.
I like that
it's
as well.
3D or like at least not on like a 2-dimensional plane of fighting, which we always associate with fighting games. I like that as like an instructional environment. So like, because sometimes when I'm doing like not the final smash, but the what is it? That one where the combo where you attack from like a million different directions and do the. Sometimes like I get interrupted, and like someone knocks me back, but sometimes it's like they knock me back through like 4 fucking buildings, so they hit really fucking hard, you know. And like that, like I feel like if you were just in like a field or an open area, you wouldn't really be able to tell or gauge how much force they hit you through.
And I will warn you, I think you're starting to go a little too far.
Okay, I moved back to the
yeah, just because it started to go bzz during one bit.
Yeah, but like I think because the environment, you can really tell how much force the strike has because you're like how far you go and you can actually gauge it based on how many shit you destroy and stuff. Plus, like I like chopping stuff up. Like I can't tell you how many times I got distracted by chopping like that fruit stuff out of my way so I could get in there, and I'm like, oh wait, there's other people. I forgot about them because I'm moving all this shit out of my way.
Yeah, and I also love like you mentioned, Rick, the varieties as well of the super moves or ultra moves, whatever you want to call them, where basically not really, because you don't have to pick something up to get it. It's given to you. It's given to you based on your skill, not your luck of where you happen to be when it popped on the map.
You're right. It's better.
But basically, it's a case of I like the variety. There's some that are similar, like Frieza, Goku, and the guy you were using with the sun. They all do like big death balls. When you like eat the power of my son. But at the same time, you got stuff like you mentioned, like the guy who gets credits during his, or Ariel where she like breaks the earth, or you got stuff like that guy who's.
I don't get what the policeman does. He just summons his boss policeman who yells at him, and then if you fuck around, there's a bomb, and then something happens, and then words drop. Like I don't even think the bomb explodes.
Basically, the police and his boss yells at him to go do something fast. You run towards your opponent. When you get up to him at a certain point, your boss's words then hit them.
What about the bomb thing though? Like if I didn't get close enough, the bomb would just blow me up, or I don't know.
No, if you don't get close enough, when his words go off, it just misses your opponent.
Then what's with the bomb ticking thing?
It's a timer.
Okay, I thought something was gonna blow up.
Yeah, your boss's temper.
Okay.
But yeah, like that, and like Luffy goes whoom and does like the multiple ball strikes, and there's like the Saint Seiya person goes golden, and then you press a button again with him, and he fires a bow and arrow. It's like there's cool varieties, and each one is different, and also there's different ranges to each one too. So like Ichigo's is a straight line forward, but Goku's is like ranged, so you want to hit that. Vegeta's is another one that's straightforward. But then there's also some that only affect the area right in front of them. But then there's other ones that affect areas far back. It's like you kind of want to know where you affect when you use that.
Yeah, and like you mentioned a bit earlier, some you have to do it twice. Like you activate it once to go into super mode, then you still have to click it again to actually do it.
Yep. Which is pretty funny. At least I think that's pretty funny. Like the Saint Seiya one, he's gold. When you do it again, it's like boom when he fires the shot. But it doesn't waste your 2 ones you've got, which is cool. It just means you get that to go super, then you do it. But the other ones leave you in your super state afterwards, which is fun. But the music and level selection and stuff on this game is pretty cool as well.
I do really like the music.
Mm-hmm. I also don't mind that it's not dubbed. I know some people might hate that. I don't mind that it's not dubbed.
It's fine. Because, like, how could you possibly get everybody who's dubbed and then have, like, you know, additional dialogue that's specifically related to the game? And it's like, oh, we need this guy to come and record this because this is stuff they never would have had to say because it's going to stuff that requires other animes and stuff. And that's, like, impossible. Come on, you get every single voice actor ever in the entire world all together? I don't think so.
Yeah, it's also the fact that some of those characters I don't think have had, and like we were discussing, Rick, I don't think some of them have had either Western releases Also to get dubs or actual animes because they just come from the Jump magazine, Jump thing mangas and stuff. So it's like, okay, that's interesting. Because
Also-
why would you do that? Because otherwise, like, okay, you're gonna bring in the official voice of Goku, and Naruto's got a voice and stuff like that. But what about the smaller characters that don't have voice actors released and stuff? Because they'd be left out, and that wouldn't be fair. Because this game's about treating them all equally.
Also, like, how many people would be talking to themselves, given like how some like voice actors do like a shit ton of stuff? So they would be like literally like, oh, I never noticed these two voices and these two different enemies are the same. Thanks for bringing that up.
Yep. But I also like the conversations you get in battle, depending on who you use. Like I've got, for example, because I've been mainly as Ichigo, I will say on his list, I've got all the conversations you can have besides one. I don't know what that locked one is yet with all the question marks, but it's cool finding a different combos. Like there's just take him and Aizen. There's him and Aizen if Aizen's on his team, or if he's against him. There's two. Same thing with Rukia. Either she's the support character on his team, or she's the support character against him, and they'll have different dialogue depending upon that, and that's kind of cool.
That's pretty cool.
It feels very legit that they do stuff like that. Like it should be there, and I'm glad it is. And they even have a lot of cross ones. Like
I know Hiei
Jin Thomas said his name was Goku and stuff.
Yeah.
Hiei had the thing about like Naruto says, "What village are you from? I don't recognize it." And he goes, "My village. I destroyed that." Psh. He's like, "Fuck your village."
Yeah.
Which I love that with the cross stuff and all that, because like you said, Rick, it does make it seem more legitimate, like they're actually talking to each other, or crossing over. More so in this game, but I also like it in other games. Like I loved it in the PlayStation Dragon Ball games, like Ultimate Battle, whatever number you want to say. Because one of them like 23, and then it was like 28 or 22 and 27 when you've added the cheats to get the extra characters. But when you put certain characters against certain ones, like Goku versus Vegeta should always have a special intro. They're rivals. Yeah. They need a special intro. It shouldn't just be like any normal fight. And I love special intros. Like Street Fighter now has them, Mortal Kombat has them, and stuff. It's like fighting games need those. They do help further the story. As much as there's not much story in a fighting game, it's cool to have them just because they're kind of important. Like if I see like a Mortal Kombat, if I see Sub-Zero and Scorpion against each other, I want a special cutscene. I want a special dialogue.
Yeah.
But
you see the Sub-Zero and the new Sagat guy, whatever his name is.
Yep.
Like, 'cause they're both Sub-Zeros. Because I'm learning.
They are. One was the original Sub-Zero, that was Noob, and the other one's Sub-Zero 2.
Electric Boogaloo.
Yep. But, like I said, with the J-Stars game, that was all the modes and stuff like that. And like I said, I generally like this game, but was there anything anyone wanted to add before we go to final thoughts? Like anything I've forgotten or any particular thing you wanted to mention? Like I know we did online as well, which was pretty fun.
I like how the environments also blended, like the Soul Society and like the Village of the Dead and like the Demon Castle and stuff. That was all in one place.
Yep.
And like the whole environment kind of meshed really well. Except for that stupid castle in the sky or the
Vegetable
garden. That was hell.
Yeah, vegetable garden in the sky with all the stuff in the way for all big attacks. It's like, no!
Hell is supposed to be the other dimension. No!
And yep, we played the online mode in which mine and Richter's team totally pwned Pew's team.
I don't know why we kept going on separate teams.
I even managed to kill her entire team with one move.
That was hilarious.
You did.
Boom! Right through both of them.
That was impressive.
because I am God. No. But yeah, final thoughts then. Yeah, this game, I recommend picking it up if you like mangas or animes or something like that. Not all of a manga and anime, obviously. More the stuff that's featured in this, because it doesn't feature every single manga and anime ever. That'd be ridiculous. But it features a lot of big hitting names. Like, I think everyone's heard of Dragon Ball Z. Everyone's heard of maybe Bleach. Everyone's heard of like One Piece and stuff like that. So it makes sense that there's going to be something here for you. So if you like those, you should probably check it out because it's a really fun, easy, but also deep game. Like, it's easy, but if you're against another player, skill will matter.
Mm-hmm.
And also, if you don't know like a bunch of characters, because I didn't know a whole bunch, all I know is freaking Bleach and like Naruto and Dragon Ball Z or whatever. And like, I still had fun because it's like, okay, random freaking like pedo octopus guy, okay, and like, you know, this weird freaking shiny dude. And some purple chick riding a trike. Like, it's like, you know, it's fun, like, looking at all these characters. Hey, there's Captain Planet Kid, and, you know, it was still fun, even though I didn't know all the characters, because I'm like, I'm writing, like, my own canon in my brain, where they're from.
I still don't remember who Captain Planet Kid was.
Isn't he the kid in green from Hunter x Hunter?
Because he's, like,
okay.
wears green, he's got, like, this crazy, like, black hair that just stands up straight like he got electrocuted.
Okay. Yeah, I remember you calling someone Captain Planet Kid, and then I was like, wait, who was that?
Yeah, because that's what Captain Planet's famous for, being electrocuted.
Well, he has, like, similar outfit and hair, just different colors, outfit, you know. I don't know, the green and the hairstyle, man. If Captain Planet gave birth to a human kid, like, fucked one of the people with the rings, you know, that's what it would look like.
Okay. And your final thoughts, Rick?
I think the game's pretty fun. I will admit I thought it was going to be more Smash Brothers, but it is like an actual proper fighting game. So yeah, be prepared for that. I thought it was going to be a little bit more forgiving, but it doesn't seem to be. But it is pretty fun. Like I said, I would want a training mode so you can try it out. And there's a couple like weird things with the game, but I think it's pretty fun. And the J Adventure mode by itself is like really fun and good to go through. And you get a lot of, even if you're not really going to play with other people, going through even just once is, you know, fairly worth it. If you go through all the stories, even though they, you know, at a certain point they kind of meld together, I think that's worth at least playing, especially if you're a fan of any of the series. And you know, you also learn a bit more about stuff because like I have no idea what the hell Toriko was. He's very much like, you look at him and you're like, wow, this guy's ghetto Goku. But I don't know, for some reason I just did really well with him, and that makes me want to know more about him. And why the hell did they make him like look exactly like Goku in like his clothes department? I don't know. Part of me wants to know though. But yeah, if you're a fan of like you said, of any of the shows or comics in there, I would definitely check it out. Just be warned, it is much more a fighting game than I thought it was going to be.
I usually don't like fighting games, but I still enjoyed it. So I will say, like, you know, give it a plus up for that. So even if you're not like a fighting game person, you probably, there's still enjoyment there for you.
Mm-hmm. Cool. And yeah, that was our thoughts on J-Star's Victory Verse Plus. God, that's a longer title, but hopefully people check it out in the future. And yeah, I was your host for this one, obviously, and like I am for all of these Gaming Zone ones, Chriz, aka The Mole. And join us tomorrow night on the same channel where we discuss Kingdom Hearts. So from good crossover games to bad ones, apparently. But yes, so stay tuned for that. And thank you to my lovely guests.
Welcome.
You're welcome.
And peace.